What's up? JB here, getting ready to get started at 9 o'clock. Looking forward to hanging out with y'all tonight. Hope it's been a good Sunday. Gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. Sweet. All right. It's 9 o'clock. You know what that means. We about to get started. 9 o'clock on Sunday nights. We do this chapel on the Ao1 Life app from UTC. Super excited. My name is JB. I'm here with y'all tonight. Been on staff with Ultimate Training Camp, leadership team, Athletes in Action, and crew for about 16 years now. Done campus ministry here at the University of Miami. Have worked some pro ministry, doing some things with the Miami Heat. And some people may know me or remember me from Run 51. I'm one of the founders of Run 51, and love what I do, love what I get a chance to do, and grateful to spend some time with y'all tonight. A little more info about myself. I'm married to the Black Queen, my best friend, love of my life, second only to Jesus. Her name is Janice. She's awesome. We met at UTC. Very special story. Thanks, Jay Preezy. 2 kids. Got a middle schooler this year. Do y'all remember the 6th grade? Come on, man. The 6th grade. 6th through 8th grade. So I am going through some memories right now with my daughter doing 6th grade. So it's dope. It's really cool. What is this? What are we doing tonight? Well, like I said previously, every Sunday night you can tune in right here. We are doing chapels. This is an extension of the Ultimate Training Camp. We want to continue the conversation. We want to continue to grow. We want to continue to take our sport and God and life and just mesh them together. So we can maximize who he's really made us to be, and we can find our purpose in him. That's what we're doing here on Sunday nights. You can check out the app. There's been several weeks of these now. We're rolling on a regular basis, and they all have great topics for you to grow in your faith and share with your friends, your teammates. Speaking of teammates, let's talk a little bit about teammates tonight and some of the choices that we have and some of the choices that we're making. Let me ask you a question. Ready? Let me ask you a question. You weren't ready. Here we go. What is the dopest thing or event or experience you've ever been invited to? Think about that. Little Jeopardy music. Is it a party? Was it a party? I remember one party I got invited to, one of my first birthday parties away from the house, to my new best friend, Joey Renfro, when I was a young buck. It was so cool to go to somebody else's house, eat a hot dog, play video games, shoot water guns. Crazy. My first concert, Kirk Franklin. It's a gospel concert for me. It was amazing. It was dope. Gave me a lot of things to see in a different way. How about, yeah, a date? So for girls anyway, maybe guys got asked, but that first date. How about a trip or a cruise? Um, Check this out. We're all going to be identify with this. How about being invited or accepted into a school, a college? And it gets better. One that you're getting a scholarship. Come on, man. I know you. If you wasn't believing in God then, you started believing in him after that, right? To get a scholarship, going to school. How about a job? Getting a job, your first job or whatever in high school. Um, Getting invited is it's a big deal. It's a big deal, man. We live in a world, we live in a culture where people want to belong to something. So when you get invited in, it matters. It speaks to who the people are that they're inviting, that's inviting you, and it speaks to what they think of you. Um, and it always puts you on a journey somewhere. It always puts you on a journey somewhere. Um, that party you get invited to. Who is it that you met at the party? Who is it that you saw at the party? How did that party shape your mind? How did that party shape your heart? Like a concert you got invited to. What changed about the music? I know when I went to a concert, then I started buying CDs. And I was really big into that, and I wouldn't want to see an artist. I didn't want to buy a CD from an artist until I saw him in concert. He had that was kind of something weird I did. But let me tell you about what I got invited to, how it really had impacted my life up until this day. So I got invited when I was 8 years old to run track. Again, my one of my best buddies when I was growing up, Joey Renfro, invited me to run track with him for a team called Marcus Walker Track Club. Long story short, that led all the way to Colorado State. Me going to Colorado State on a scholarship. That led to me meeting a dude named Jay Preezy. We call him Jay Preezy, Jeff Pryor, who became a mentor, a life coach for me, a guy who really discipled me in the way of my faith. I met a dude named Reza. Reza spoke on the on the digital chapels here a couple of weeks ago, and Reza invited me to UTC. UTC, I met my wife. Woo! Yeah, I went to UTC and found more than a good time and more than Jesus. I found my wife. UTC, I left and found out about AIA and coming on staff and being involved in UTC on the leadership team. And today, here I am speaking to y'all. When you get invited to something, it takes you on a journey. That's all I'm saying with that. So why does this matter tonight? All of the stuff I'm talking about being invited to, if we call ourselves Christians, if we value the gospel and are trying to live out what we believe in a way that pleases God, we all have to recognize that we've been invited to follow Jesus. Jesus is asked all of us to come and see, come follow me. And why has he done that? Because he's the best thing ever. He's dope. He's worth our follow. I know in social media these days, do you follow me? Do you like me? Do you watch my story, man? Jesus is that dope. He's the best thing ever. And sometimes he don't get the play that he deserves. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting a little distracted. My screen's kind of white now. I hope everything's good for y'all. Hit me up if it's not. I don't know what that light's coming from. Sorry about that. So check this out. In John 1:35-46. Let me put this up for y'all so just in case you want to check that out. I'm not gonna read that whole passage right now, but there's a story that happens in John 35:36 that is pretty dope. John the Baptist is hanging out with some of his disciples, some people, and he's been preparing people before this time before Jesus comes, right? And Jesus walks by, man. He's going by. He's on a mission. He's moving, and cats are following him. they just start going, and Jesus turns around. He's like, "What's up? Where y'all going? What y'all doing?" And they're like, "We trying to follow you, man. We heard you the man. We heard you the Messiah. We heard you the rabbi." Is kind of what the Bible reads. And so they said, "We wanna see what this is about, man. People been talking about you for years." So Jesus said, "Come and see." They follow him and hang out. Remember that phrase, "Come and see." Okay. They run across some more people. I think his name is Andrew, Simon, Peter. They run across a cat named um, Nathaniel. Philip, I'm sorry, Philip, and Philip gets his brother Nathaniel. Again, people are so excited to come and see Jesus. This invitation, this culture of inviting people to come and see Jesus, is what is displayed here. And all right, thanks for that. I don't know what that is, but I'll keep going. Um, there's this culture of invitation that's happening, right? Um, and I'll say this: the way we experience Jesus, the way we experience the things of Jesus, whether it's a Bible study, whether it's a church, whether it's a conversation about theology or the Bible or what you believe or whatever, like that's what either builds confidence in what we want to invite people to or not. So that's really important. That's really, really important. If you're involved in something that isn't really um, helping you understand who God really is, you won't really invite people to know who Jesus is. But if you've had an experience, if you've had something that has really, really connected with you, that'll change the game. Um, Let me read a quote real quick. The culture of invitation says, um, hold on, let me get it right here. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little slow on the draw. If you live by the same values and priorities Jesus had, you will find evangelism happening naturally. It becomes a lifestyle, not a project. So, and I want to say one thing about this real quick is you do not have to feel like you have it all together, you know all the answers. That's not what this is about. All right, that's not what this is about. You can invite people into this, and then my next point is pretty cool actually. Culture of exploration. Remember that phrase, "Come and see." This is really cool. I think we should remember this, man. When we invite people into this way of life with Jesus, the living differently than the world, doing things differently, the way Jesus would want us to do them, by following his example. Um, we have to remember that that's different. So it's a culture of exploration. People got to have time to figure it out. People need that. The question is you as their teammate, you as their friend, will you hang in there with them? Will you walk alongside them while they're trying to explore this out? Is this real? Do I really believe this thing? Why does my teammate believe this thing? Why does my teammate go to ultimate training camp? Why does my teammate go to a church? What's up with that? And you want to be able to walk through things with them, like go through life with them. Okay, that's going to be a great example. That's going to be a great witness of them. I got a couple of quotes here I want to share with y'all. This is some pretty sweet stuff. Somebody was speaking and I came across these things. He said, "In the way of Jesus, doubts are not only permitted, but they're encouraged." I'll go right here to this next one. If a man will begin, oops, lost that one. Here we go. If a man will begin with certainties, he shall end in doubts. But if he will be content to begin with doubts, he shall end in certainties. When people have doubts, it's okay that they have doubts. It's okay. Stay with them. Stay in the game. And this last one, I love this last quote right here. It says, "People are rarely argued into belief. They are loved into belief. And if you read scripture and you read the Bible long enough, and you hang out with some people trying to figure out who Jesus is and what's God's purpose, and you realize, man, it's the way people are loved that changes their hearts. It's the way that people experience the hands and feet of Jesus. The people that have friends that come alongside them say, man, when I was going through some really, really hard times, yo, you were there for me, man. Like, why were you there for me? Why are you like that? What makes you be a person like that? That's when you have a chance to turn around and say, man, it's because God loves me, and this is the best thing I can do with my life, man. Um, Last point I want to make here is I'll put this up real quick. It's called the experience the culture of transformation. Um, the culture of transformation. So, man, I asked like 4 people to come on this uh, little video with me tonight, and I couldn't get all of them. Some of them were even out of town. But man, at over the years here, I have seen some real transformation just because we have befriended people, walked with them, loved with them, broke bread with them, open up scriptures, ask hard questions, ask good questions, get to know them. And one of the girls, one of the young ladies that I came across tonight, who she's one of my favorite examples here. She came to Bible study, y'all, not a believer. She actually brought a different book of religion to the to the Bible study. She was just seeking for truth, looking for something that was real. And she had lots of questions. And we just stayed in with her, man. We just kept hanging out with her, kept inviting her, being normal, man. Everything is not a super deep theological Bible study, but man, we became really close to her. And you know what? She found Jesus, man. She found God. She found a purpose that was bigger and deeper than what she thought she was seeking as a swimmer. Like your athletic careers, they're gonna go, and you can be the best athlete, break all the records, do everything, but it still has an end. It still has an end. However, when you find life in Christ, man, your life there is no end. It just goes, and you get to pass that on to other people. And I think that's the challenge that I want to leave with y'all today is like, how do you live a life bigger than yourself? How do you leave a legacy that's bigger than yourself? So in closing here, I know this was a lot and I went really fast, and I hope it's good. Stay with me just for maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. Um, there's going to be a push notification that comes up to you with some information called the 6 H's. And it's something we've used here in Miami. I know it's been used in other places, but this thing is amazing. It's an amazing tool. And the challenge to you guys is, well, first let me read this verse. It says, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you look to the interest of others. That comes out of Philippians um, 2, 3, and 4. I won't show it yet because it's a full screen, and I want to actually, let me go over here and get this in there. So this is what that looks like. This is that verse. And I want you to consider tonight, I want you to consider, man, what 1, 2, or 3 relationships can you have this year that you really pray about, you focus about getting to know the person, and you want to give your life away to them. Why give your life away? So that they can find Jesus, so that they can know Jesus in a deeper way, maybe in a way that you know him, or maybe you need to find Jesus in a deeper way. No better way to do that than to give your life away as Jesus did for us, right? So the 6 H's, we're gonna be sent. You can see this push notification is gonna kind of explain what this is, but I'm gonna show you it real quick. These are questions or categories of questions that you can ask people. So I'm gonna take an example. I'm gonna use uh, the hero example. So you're sitting, hanging out with one of your boys or one of your girls, eating maybe lunch, or how about even better yet, because you're being intentional of really getting to know them. You say, "Hey man, I'm gonna take you to dinner, or I want to take you to Starbucks. I'm gonna buy you a drink, Jamba Juice, whatever it is." And you say, "Man, like I know we teammates and stuff, but there's some things I don't really know about you, man. Like when you was a kid or even now, man, like who's your hero? Who's influenced you the most? You know? Like why do you wake up in the morning? Who is it that you wanna live for? You wanna be? And just let them talk, man. Like let them get that out. Let them share with you. And there's other questions, and you'll get when you see the sheet, which also will be available for you to pick up later, just on the app. Um, get to know people. Use this tool to get to know people. Once you get to know people, you can serve them. You can pray for them better. You can they'll trust you. The trust will grow. You can come alongside them. They might not come to know Jesus or start reading their Bible or even commit to coming to UTC overnight. This stuff takes time, but stay committed. Stay in there. Stay with that person. It'll go a long ways. And trust God. You don't have to be God. You don't have to tell them anything. Let God reveal to them Himself. Let God reveal to them what's true, what's real, what's dope. Let Him do that. Thanks for being here with us today. Love y'all during the week, Monday through Friday. I'm gonna send y'all some devotionals to kind of check up on what y'all can do to continue to pursue other people. Again, not looking to the interests of yourself, but to your interests of others for the sake of Christ. Make a difference. Peace.